Meanwhile, the U.S. federal government is poised to end its record-breaking shutdown. The House of Representatives has cast a procedural vote on the Senate-approved funding bill that will reopen agencies after the longest-ever shutdown, 43 days. For more, we have our correspondent Oh Soo-young on the line for us. Sooyoung, what's the latest?
Hi, Indy. So over an hour ago, the House of Representatives on Wednesday local time endorsed a compromise bill to fund federal services with a very narrow vote of 213 to 209. Now, this was just a procedural vote, with lawmakers now debating the funding package before they go to a final vote. The legislation will keep government running through January 30th, 2026, to restore the full-year funding for Veterans Affairs and Military Construction, as well as safeguard the Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program, or food stamps, through September next year. Now, if the final vote passes, it's going to go immediately to President Donald Trump to be signed into law. The White House earlier on Wednesday declared that the president looks forward to signing the measure once delivered, and this will effectively end 6 weeks of federal government shutdown, which is, as you said, the longest in U.S. history.
Right, and so what happens once President Trump seals the deal?
Well, once President Trump signs the bill, then federal agencies can reopen within hours, but seeing as it's nighttime there, perhaps in the morning over in the U.S. Furloughed federal employees will receive their full back pay, and officers across the country, from the IRS to national parks, will be able to restart their operations. Air traffic control staffing, transportation safety, they should also return to full capacity, easing the delays we've seen in recent weeks. But of course, this still is a short-term fix and not a resolution, as partisan divisions very much remain, with most Democrats remaining very opposed to the bill. The biggest point of contention here has been the Republicans' exclusion of healthcare subsidies, the so-called Obamacare measures, which Democrats insist must be extended by the end of the year. This standoff has caused the shutdown to drag into its sixth week, making it the longest in American history. Now, in the Senate this Monday, 7 Democrats crossed party lines, along with 1 independent senator, to advance the short-term funding bill, passing it with a 60 to 40 vote. Now, with what's expected to be a very slim passing of the bill tonight, it will buy time until January 30th, when Congress is going to face another funding deadline. So observers say that if negotiations stall again, then the risk of another shutdown early next year remains quite real. Back to you, Indy.
All right, Sooyoung, do keep us updated.